Okay, hello bingo brawlers. I decided to finally make good on my promise and make a video of the Omenkiller cheese I found recently because the finals and semifinals are coming up, and it's only fair to give you guys an honest explanation and give you the opportunity to lab this if you want. I fully recorded this entire thing with voiceover, and I was muted the entire time because, you know, I'm just goated like that. Anyway, so this is post-recording. So I have AI off here so that I can show you the initial setup, but basically this trick is like 50% consistent or so. I'm just showing here that AI is off and he's not aggroing. Your goal here is to ride around the bonfire to give him some time to come around those initial sarcophagus or sarcophagi, because if he walks slowly on initial aggro, he will get stuck. So you want to like hang out right here for just a second, or at least just don't sprint right away. Just like walk up to the bonfire, and you don't need to take this line that I'm taking here. Walk up to the bonfire and wait a moment, or just walk slowly instead of sprinting. Here's the actual line I'm taking. So basically, I will walk forward here, and then you walk off this ledge, and then walk off the next hugging the wall, and you'll be in this position. So long as you hold forward, you're basically fine to chill here. You don't need to worry about falling off. And for the vast majority of his attacks, you're cool to just hang out here. And for some of his swinging attacks, most namely his triple slam and his big left-handed slam, he will just jump off and kill himself sometimes, because your goal here is for him to jump down on the ledge that's right above the compass crosshair here. He jumps down on that ledge to try to follow you, and there is some nav mesh or like foreground collision to prevent him from killing himself, but he will sometimes jump over it or just like jump off. If he goes for the fire breath attack, or if he goes for some of his sword attacks, and again, this requires some labbing probably. Chris and I spent some time on it, but not enough. You can jump around, as I'll demonstrate in a moment, especially if he goes for the fire. Because the fire, he will be backing up, so he pretty much by definition will not walk or jump off the ledge because he'll be backing back up to the wall that he came from. And if he goes for that fire attack, you can soak the fire damage while healing with the flasks while burning like once or maybe twice. But if he goes for the fire in succession, you might just want to jump around, and I'll show you what that looks like here. You basically will just jump to the ledge to the left. Just like that. And then once you jump to this ledge, if he de-aggroes, ideally he kills himself then, because sometimes when you jump down to this bottom ledge, he will then walk or jump off. If he doesn't, he will likely de-aggro and go back to his starting position. And if he does that, there is a way to jump back up, and I'll show that in a moment here. You'll jump up here, get on top of this ledge, and then you'll be able to jump back around to the position you were just in. If he's still aggroed, great, he'll come back down. If not, you can jump up again and re-aggro him. Just like this. You can jump back all the way up and pull aggro again. So now I think we're at the part of the video where I'm going to turn Update AI back on and go for my first attempt here. That does appear to be the case. So I pull aggro a little slowly just to get him to come around, hug the wall, get in this spot. And now, after a moment or two, he will decide to jump down. And then when he goes for a sword attack, I'm going to try to jump around because he looked like he was in a good position. Now, I do die here, but even if you die, be ready to mark the square, because occasionally, even when you die, he will then kill himself. So basically what happened there is I died, but I got clipped because I got clipped in the air, right, on the jump around. Because he didn't go for one of the attacks where he frequently immediately kills himself, so I tried to pull him to the side by jumping around to that other ledge. He didn't, and he caught me in the air, but he still sometimes then jumps down again. And if he does that, he will die, and you'll get the enemy felled text before the load screen starts. So you'll be totally fine. So here I'm going for my second attempt, and it does wind up working this attempt, so proving kind of the like anecdotal 50-50 I've been touting. So again, coming around a little slowly to pull aggro. This is why you go slow, because occasionally he will start walking instead of running, and if he does this, he'll get stuck and not follow you. So I sprint a little bit to gain some distance, and then just hug the wall. And here, the dog is going to jump down, and this is really good. If the dog jumps down, that's awesome because frequently he and the dog will collide a little bit and it will push him past where he's not supposed to go. So basically the collision of the dog and him, you know, their two hitboxes together will force him out of bounds, or what to him is out of bounds, and he will kill himself much more quickly and more consistently. So if you can get the dog down, that is often good, especially if the dog then doesn't immediately kill itself, which it does sometimes do. And then you can jump back up. The dog will probably jump off or die or something, and then you can warp away. All right, happy bingo, gamers. Have fun.